In April 1925, one of the world's most experienced explorers marched into the Brazilian Amazon with his son and one companion. He carried coordinates for a place he called Zede, an advanced civilization hidden in the jungle that he had spent decades researching. He had been there before. He knew exactly where he was going. He never returned. Colonel Percy Fawcett wasn't a dreamer or amateur. He was a decorated British military officer, trained surveyor, and veteran of dozens of expeditions into South America's most unforgiving terrain. He had mapped borders for the Royal Geographical Society, survived encounters with hostile tribes, and earned a reputation for meticulous documentation. When he claimed to have found evidence of an advanced lost city, the scientific establishment took notice. His evidence came from multiple sources. Indigenous oral histories consistently described a great city of stone deep in the Mato Grosso region, ruled by people with light skin who possessed advanced knowledge. Portuguese colonial documents from the 1750s described a ruined city found by bandeirantes, Brazilian slave hunters, complete with paved streets, carved arches, and hieroglyphic inscriptions. A mysterious stone tablet covered in unknown writing had been found in the region and sent to Rio de Janeiro, where it subsequently disappeared without explanation. But his most compelling evidence came from earlier expeditions. In 1908, while surveying the border between Brazil and Bolivia, Fawcett encountered a previously unknown tribe who told him of a vast city hidden in the mountains. They described buildings of white stone, broad avenues, and a population that had lived there for longer than anyone remembered. They showed him artifacts, pottery, and carved stones that didn't match any known Amazonian culture. The craftsmanship was too sophisticated, the designs too complex. During a subsequent expedition in 1920, he claimed to have actually seen the city from a distance. In letters to his wife, he described watching smoke rise from organized settlements in a valley that wasn't supposed to exist. He observed cultivated fields stretching for miles, structures that reflected sunlight as if made of polished stone or metal, and what appeared to be roads connecting multiple population centers. He turned back only because supplies were depleted and several expedition members were seriously ill with fever. For the next 5 years, Fawcett planned his return meticulously. He studied every colonial document he could find, interviewed dozens of indigenous sources, and assembled what he believed was a precise route to the city. He kept the exact location secret, fearing that others might reach it first, or that the civilization might hide itself from large expeditions. His final message came on May 29, 1925, from a location called Dead Horse Camp. He wrote that he was about to enter unexplored territory and expected to reach his destination within days. After that, silence. Over the next century, more than 100 people died trying to find Fawcett or the city he sought. 13 expeditions vanished entirely. Others returned with fragments of information. Stories from indigenous peoples about 3 white men living with a tribe in the interior, or reports of an elderly man matching Fawcett's description, seen years after his disappearance. None of this was ever verified. What's most disturbing isn't the disappearance, but what happened to supporting evidence. The stone tablet he referenced disappeared from the Rio de Janeiro Museum. Colonial documents were destroyed in a fire. Indigenous tribes who had spoken of the city suddenly claimed no knowledge. Artifacts he'd sent to England vanished from storage. It was as if someone was systematically erasing all evidence that the city existed. Modern satellite surveys have revealed geometric patterns and earthworks in the exact region he explored. Archaeological excavations have discovered remnants of sophisticated settlements, but the specific city he described, the one he claimed to have seen with his own eyes, has never been found.